Here's 6 meetings. That's what I meant to say. Hasn't beaten him in the last 6 meetings.
There you go.
7 meetings.
He's put up some yardage.
Ball game. Okay, so is this a must-win game for Justin Herbert? He's only got 1 win.
I mean, at some point, Justin Herbert has to accomplish something. And I like Herbert. I'm not someone that I thought the Herbert Tua debate was crazy because I thought Herbert was so clearly better. I don't pray at the altar of quarterback wins exclusively, so I don't think, the fact that up until 2 weeks ago he was a 500 quarterback for his career was some scarlet letter. But I know how talented he is. I also know this. This is his 5th year in the league. He's been to the Pro Bowl once. He's not going this year. He's been to the playoffs once. He is going this year. 0 playoff wins. Quarterbacks under 30 who have accomplished as much. A Pro Bowl appearance and a playoff appearance. CJ Stroud's done it, and he won a playoff game. Jordan Love's done it. He's won a playoff game. Tua Tagovailoa's done it. Trevor's done it. He's obviously had a better career than Trevor. Trevor's done it and beat him in the playoff game. Kyler's done it. I think here in a few weeks, we're going to say Jaden Daniels has done it. I think he's probably an NFC Pro Bowler this year, and they're going to make the playoffs. Quarterback his age who have accomplished more, obviously Purdy, Hurts, Burrow, Lamar, Allen, Mahomes. Now we're at a dozen guys. So for all, here is his head-to-head against Patrick, because some of those games Patrick missed. He's 1-6 overall. He's lost 5 in a row.
They went for the 4th down there.
And so that's. And he's never beaten Lamar. He's never beaten Josh. He's actually done well against Burrow. I think he's 2-0 against Burrow. But he doesn't have a signature win.
So that's pretty funny there. Nick was saying eventually Herbert is going to have to accomplish something, which means he doesn't have any playoff wins. And he just listed a ton of quarterbacks, right? Like 12 other quarterbacks who are younger than him and have accomplished more than him. Now, a lot of these quarterbacks have had a lot more weapons around them, right? Look at somebody like Brock Purdy that came in 2022 and just like all pros and superstars all over the place, right? I mean, he came into a great situation. Now, you take somebody like Justin Herbert and put him in a situation like that, he's probably got a bunch of playoff wins. Who knows? Maybe he could go to a Super Bowl. So, some of these quarterbacks have had way better rosters. Think about Jalen Hurts as well in that 2022 season. I mean, that defense for Philly was ridiculous. But something that's interesting is the defense this year for the Chargers is ridiculous. They're only giving up 15.7 points per game. So, Herbert does have a great defense, a very good defense. I think the defense right now, I mean, if they can hold this right here, I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see how it plays out. But if they can kind of hold around this 15 to 16 point per game mark, I don't think Brock Purdy ever had a defense that good, going into last year and the year before. I mean, the Niners defense was never that good. So, I mean, Herbert does have a great defense. He may not have the same kind of weapons on offense as other players might have, but, like Nick said, he's got to get something done, right? He's got to get into the playoffs and win a playoff game. He can't just keep striking out in the playoffs and people consider him like an elite quarterback. So, if you kind of look at it, again, the defense is great for the Chargers. The offense is not great. They're only averaging 21.7 points per game. So very average offense here, great defense. If you look at a lot of Herbert's stats, they're quite average. I mean, he's only passed for 2,551 yards. I mean, Purdy's had a terrible season this year, and he's up at like 2,700 yards. So yards per attempt as well for Herbert are just average, 7.6 yards per attempt. Not leading the league or at the top of the league. He's got 13 touchdowns. That's right where Brock Purdy is sitting right now, and Purdy has had a really tough season. Something where Herbert is elite, though, in the league, he's only thrown 1 pick, so he has really taken care of the ball. And, sometimes that's all you need to be successful. If you have a really great defense, sometimes you just need to take care of the ball. You don't have to throw for a ton of yards. You don't have to throw for a ton of yards per attempt. You don't have to have like 30, 40 touchdowns in the season if you have a great defense. So he is taking care of the ball. So, a lot of those quarterbacks that Nick mentioned earlier, they're not out there with 1 pick. Some of them, like Jared Goff, have like 10 picks. So Purdy, I think, sitting at 8 picks right now. So, it is one stat where Herbert is really excelling and really doing well this year. But we'll kind of see. Do you think Justin Herbert, with this very good defense that he has this year, is he going to finally get that playoff win is he going to finally get that signature win, or is he going to go into the playoffs and be first rounded out again? So just let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon.